Before we get started, you're gonna invite us to be the artist there at some of these?
Fucking hey, y'all are more than welcome. You already.
Because every time, man, I've done your shows. You're one of the few people every time I've done your shows, except for one show that was a late admit. The first one.
What's up? It's Sunday. You know this because we are here. Josh,
my ears on.
JRB5. Kevin's got his ears on. The better to hear you with.
Yes,
And we got Karma in
What's
the house
on?
from
What's
Karma
going on,
Presents.
How we doing?
Gonna get into some stuff he's got going on. We got a blank canvas back there.
Do we got any more of our poster stuff?
And I think I'm gonna get on the original Leo. Write a number right there in this box from 1 to 500.
What?
I got that.
This little guy.
Oh,
I've had him around for quite some time, but we started Leo last week, and we finished him up Friday at Professor Beats Get Funked, and we ended up selling it. I got to deliver it tonight, so I've had this guy around for a long time. Way too long.
The two pieces we did finish the flying monkey and the turtle.
Yeah,
and both of them sold. So
Yeah.
that was actually kind of nice. That never happened.
No, I'll take it all day long. But this is what's up for grabs for the giveaway tonight. 1 through 500. I gotta fix my banner. Oh, jeez, but
What's wrong with banner?
because it's still got last week's information. Putting information on there, so.
Oh,
And I didn't update it. But yeah.
yes, we are professional.
Yeah. So Kevin, what have you been doing today?
Well, we had a show at the Flying Pig. It's I wish I could remember the name of it now. I think it's something like Two Wayward Travelers or something like that. Of course, it's about two fairies trying to save the realm kind of thing. You know, your typical
Typical Sunday for Kevin.
typical
here.
Hobbit, J.R. Tolkien type.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we're going to go out and save the world.
Save the world. What's going on, Thomas?
In 30 minits, though.
What's up, Jana?
I even ride a unicorn.
Thank you. You already know what I'm gonna ask. You already know. I don't even have to ask it. Thomas is our sound guy. He's a host on our Saturday podcast for music lovers only, and then he makes sure we're sounding good out there in the internet world.
If you're ever hurting and you need a quick acoustic act, he is one of the guys to go to.
His favorite song is Wonderwall. That's all he plays is Wonderwall.
Wonderwall, but he'll do it with different accents.
Spanish version, French version,
Cajun version.
Yeah, there you go, Thomas.
There you go, Thomas.
There's new spiel for you.
Oh, you got 500.7 ways you do Wonderwall. Is that what I'm seeing?
All right. So we got a number. 1 through 500. You win this original today. It's not even a print. You get an original. It's a little 8x10 spray paint work I did, and it's been around.
That's the last one you got left of it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, with the colder temperatures, it's hard to do spray paint, so I haven't. It's getting warm again. I varnished today. I varnished a lot of our paintings that we hadn't varnished.
Yeah, I know, because it's been too cold out.
Yeah,
and because like Amanda Trotter's daughter, what was her name now? I forget.
Davida.
Elvita,
Not
whatever.
Davida.
Davida.
Anagata Davida.
Yeah. But yeah, you could tell she did it out in the cold. So I was like, yeah, you probably should have waited.
Spilling coffee on myself.
It might be okay now, but unfortunately, a lot of times if you do it in the cold, it never solidifies. It stays sticky.
Really?
Yeah.
It will after a while, but I'm talking a long while.
And you got to keep your spray paint inside. I mean, if it gets cold, over the winter.
Well, we learned that from that.
Yeah, I bring mine inside now.
Because when I had that one, it was like grated cheese.
Well, that's just the regular paint. Yeah. Jeez.
I left it in my truck and I forgot it was in the back. You can put it up front where it's insulated, but it's in the back.
Chinese accent, a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
But that kind of leads us in. Like I said, I got a little top 5 in kind of honor of the Saturday podcast. The Saturday podcast is for music lovers only. We do
Nice.
me and the host do top 5 list of whatever topic it was. Last night was songs that fell from grace, and so songs that wouldn't hold well today in today's. And of course, everybody went with that made the list. You know, all the underage and.
No, look about 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. About half the
Alex
babies last
Adape,
time
one of our hosts, had a really good one. And I just fucking you interrupted me and I forgot what it was. Stop it. Stop it.
Let's
In
get
the
back to
broadcast.
our show.
But so in honor of that, we did a top 5 things, you know, artists should probably do to sell art. You know, I mean, not that we're any experts, but we've learned a few things. And one, never give up. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, taking breaks.
You got to take breaks when you're doing those shows, though.
I don't think so, man.
Every time you took a break, one sold. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, at that. But I'm like, you know, we took hiatuses. I've had shit going on, stuff going on, breaking my own rules here. But I took a month off, you know. But it's so hard to get that momentum back, especially. I mean, right now, it seems like there's a lot of momentum going on. We got the 2 podcasts. We got a lot of numbers coming in. And
a lot of people inviting us for shows.
And there's a lot of things going on. If we stepped away now, that would all disintegrate. So you got to dig in. You got.
I see what you mean. So like, even when I'm not out doing a lot of like art, like what we do here, I carry literally, or if I can't find one, I'll grab a notepad.
Yeah.
And I scribble on it. And then a lot of times I come up with something I like, and then I'll turn it into something better.
Exactly.
So you just got to constantly keep that skill going. Okay, what's the other one?
2, the second thing is finish the work, you know, and know your limits. And then, I mean, not only that's kind of a 2-part thing. Finish the work. You know, if we got offered a commission and we're both kind of like, I'm not feeling commission. So unfortunately, we're not doing that commission. I'm not doing any commissions.
If we end up doing it and we get it done and she wants to buy it, we're more willing to do it. But we like doing one-offs. And I got to admit, I've done too many commissions.
Commissions feel like work.
I don't mind when I do those. You see me do the speed art stuff, but I'm doing it right there. 20 minutes later, you're coming right back. And you're going to get what you get, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, right.
I've had some people not like it, but I'm like, you saw what I was doing, because I don't even, half the time I'm like, watching everybody perform, and then I'm like, oh, there you are.
Yeah, and that setting is so damn busy, it's kind of hard to stay.
Well, but that's the whole point. But that's the whole point of that type of artwork that I do there.
True.
So okay, finished.
But finish the artwork, and finish the artwork, and then after the artwork is done, some of the things we've been doing, like putting the wires on the back of the Kevin pushed that one. And so, I mean, just so
because we put too many holes in pieces.
Yeah,
that's why.
3 years we've been doing this, and so we've lost a few, and it helps it hang better. And then the varnish, like I was doing today, the varnish. I mean, it seems like a step that people might miss, but that protects that painting. That makes it really makes them colors pop. Because I painted, or I clear coated the Leo, and then blues and everything just popped right back up, like when we put them, right when we put them on, because especially with the back, it kind of absorbs in.
Now, when he's saying clear coat, now if it's going to be framed put with glass, you don't necessarily have to do that, because that glass will pull it out.
But who puts the canvas behind glass? I mean,
somebody with a hell of a lot more money, but most canvases are.
Yeah,
but I'm just talking about art in general. But you can still coat it though. I mean, it
like a watercolor or something. I mean, I don't know much about watercolors.
You know, because I even clear coat.
What's up, Robert? How you doing?
I even clear coat the.
What's up, buddy?
The soft pastels that I do when I'm at home. I don't do them at shows, but that was the reason I was framing them, putting them behind glass.
That's my homie.
Nice. I'll see you after I'm done here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. The third one is presentation is the key. And like I said, we've done a lot of outings, and I mean, you've got a space, like your booth. If you're out vending, you got a space, make it yours, make inviting. I mean, we took over the space, and I mean, granted, from house plants and ferns and some incense, you know, I mean, we made it our home, you know. We made that. It depends on how long you're going to be there. We were there 4 hours, right? So I mean, we didn't bring the sofas and, like I said, the ferns and stuff.
Yeah, there was still a lot of artwork we could have brought in, but we didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, just make it presentable, inviting. We had it kind of open, set up to where people could, I mean, they could see us paint, and then bam, their artwork was on both sides.
And be present.
Well, unless
the
you're
biggest
me,
thing.
take a break and then you sell stuff.
Well, but how many times have you seen somebody put something at a table and then they're just not present?
Like
They might even be there, but they're not present.
Yeah, sitting there on their phones.
Everybody walks up, you stop and engage them, and you can paint and talk too and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much so. That's transferable with the music thing in your merch booth and just running shows, everything, performing in general.
I mean,
the more fan interaction you get, the more people are willing to come back and interact with you, because just the appreciation of that level, the respect of being acknowledged, you know what I mean? Just the simple things like that are so good for your fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it builds such a great clientele.
You might want to speak up just a tad.
Got you. I got you.
But that's the same, because you're not selling. I mean, you're selling your wares, but you're selling yourself.
Exactly.
And if they remember a good experience, because I guarantee if they think you were a jerk towards them, they're not going to buy from you. But if they remember, oh, he blah blah blah, they come and buy stuff.
Yeah, they'll find you again, and
like I've yet to hear you actually ever sing, because you give up your spot the last 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
And the first time you just weren't really capable.
Yeah.
you did like one song where that's when
that was a hell of a
the floor was super soaked. Because his kind of music, you start a pit.
Yeah.
And right when the pit started, of course, people had their cans and
splattering,
and then people are falling on the floor, and he lasted maybe a song, maybe 2, and then
if you notice that Dropout King show, though, I kind of learned from that. I said the first 2 rules is no fighting and leave your drinks back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good Lord, concussions are a thing at Barleycorn's.
What's that cement floor right there, and it gets wet.
Right.
People they just get.
Number 4, let's finish this up, and then we can get onto the balonies. But pair up, like I said, I mean, we and Kevin have been a team for going on 3 years, and now we've got the Glass House Collective, where we've had that, but we've kind of officially named it with the Third Thursdays. But we've got a team of artists that are there. We give them opportunities. They're there to support, help, brainstorm. So make sure you have the right people in your team. I mean, don't be afraid to kick people that ain't part of the team right on out.
Facts.
Because everybody's got to participate when you have a team. I mean, there's going to be different levels of participate. He pushes some, I push some. We were invited this last one together. There's been others I've been invited to, and I'm like, would be a good fit for you? Probably not. And you've done it with me too, where he's just gone. But we have some others. Huh?
You're just too busy doing
You've done some, and I've done some too. But for different reasons, because a lot of times it's because you have a kid, and I know, but we still carry each other's artwork. So,
and then the last one is push the limits. Don't you got. How do you know your limits until you can't do it? So push them, find that limit, and I've had to reset, restart. Take a step back several times, just thinking this is how I want it to go, and then in the midst of it, I'm like, oh no, this is not what I wanted. This is not how I want this to go. What was I thinking? And so kind of step back, reset, and at the time it meant, taking breaks from everything. But now, I mean, I don't, there's no stopping. I mean, if I take a break, I'm done, I'm done now, because I feel we've got momentum going. And
I kind of want to go back to that where you talk about finish the piece. A lot of times you're finished at that point, and maybe it needs to go further, because we've had a few pieces like that. We look at it and okay. You don't quite think it's done, but you can't figure out why it's not done. So you're just done at that moment.
Yeah.
And you come back later and, oh, wait, I need to add, some
okay,
splatter on it or something.
My drippy moon back there, you notice there ain't no signature on it, no blood on it yet.
So a couple of people actually liked it.
Yeah. I mean, if it was sold, I would have signed it.
I kept going $1 million, and they didn't appreciate that. I didn't do that. I kind of know what you asked for those, so.
But yeah, 1 through 500, we got this print. We got only one guess, and it's not a legitimate guess. Not this print. This is a 8 by 10 canvas.
Yeah, Thomas, you got all the beard products, but we haven't been doing beard products for a while, so you can make some legit guess now.
Some Leo, and this was done. This had to be 2020, because I think I started signing it in 20. Oh hell no, it's 21.
Like me, right?
Well, 21, I didn't sign date anything, put a number on there just so I would know. So 22, I started doing it, and so obviously The stuff we do, I don't put a number because you always do.
I
the
always
date.
do. That's just my thing.
But yeah, my individual pieces, I put a
It's
little
weird that
23.
they're teaching kids nowadays not to sign the front, but to sign the back,
Oh no.
which I don't understand because how do you know if it's hanging on the wall and you can't touch it? How do you know who did it?
Facts.
But I'm hearing this too from some Wichita, the big Wichita art gallery here in town. I'm hearing that from people that are there too. And I'm like, why? At least put your chicken scratch on there somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people do the hashtag and stuff. I'm like, what?
Well, Thursday,
If you want to do that, just have a card and put it
QR
with it.
code.
Yeah. We're going to start having a QR code stamp for our
Yeah.
artwork. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, Miss Santia, what is going on?
Another too. If you ever need someone else for acoustic or
Yeah.
whatever, Santi is.
Nice.
She,
Beautiful voice, beautiful soul.
But
yeah, Thursday I went to the Mark's Arts.
so you did end up going to that?
Yeah. What was it? The art mixer. That's another. Part of the pair up, and it's good to hobnob.
I'll go to the next one. I think if I'm around. I can't
Art
remember why I didn't go
Council.
to this one. Oh, I know I didn't go. Okay.
But it's good. A lot of good art. They had kids, teenage high school kids art.
Nice.
The thing was in the main gallery, but the two little kind of auxiliary corridors.
I was so much better when I was in high school at art than I am now.
Oh well, I'm not. I didn't realize it was teenage artists. And I'm just kind of looking through that. I'd made it down this wall, and then I got to this wall, and it was all really good art.
Nice.
But I was like, that kind of looks like a kid did that. And then I kind of read the card because I was just I don't read all that. I'm just absorbing the art. I don't what I mean. But then I looked and 17-year-old kid, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that is
That's awesome.
I wasn't like I was like, oh, that's crap, because I don't like doing that.
I've looked back at some of my old sketchbooks from high school and college when I was first shoot, and I'm like, I feel like I was so much better. But then it's not about a better. It's just that now, because back then the techniques I can do like that, it took me hours. And I think that's why. Because nowadays I'm just like. It's like, oh, okay, I've been doing this for 30 years. So, yeah, of course I can do this now.
yeah, we do got art stuff coming up. I got a solo mission
real soon, actually.
the 25th at Barcode.
And I'm going to be at, reason I can't be at that one, I'm actually going to be in Oklahoma at a Renaissance fair.
The meaning of life. The meaning of life is to live life. I think you're doing a pretty good job of it.
I think he wants the Conan one.
Don't think don't overthink it.
What is it? Ravage their women and kill their men or something like that in the Conan movie.
But Barcode the 25th. And then you're going to be Planet Comic Con next weekend, and then we got Elevation. The final Friday, March 31st at Barleycorn. But yeah.
Barley something.
And again, thank you, fucking John Barleycorns. And
it's one of those days.
Yeah,
you're the boss.
Yeah. Can't fire myself, I guess. But yeah, so I'm gonna get painting. Let you talk about some stuff. What you got going?
And just a quick shout out on that, because I know there's going to be a new. We did the didn't even realize it until afterwards. Did that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Leonardo, and I guess there's going to be a new animation coming out real soon. And on top of that, Kevin Eastman is going to be at Planet Comic Con, so we need fans, and that's just one of the big artists that are going to be there. I didn't get a chance to look at the whole list. I happened to catch his name, and when I ran with, there's going to be some Marvel artists there and some other stuff there too.
Very nice.
So this is Karma. We've been still in your limelight. So now tell us what's going on in your edge of the world.
Oh, there's so much going on. I've got a handful of shows I'm about to announce. I've been booking national artists and trying to give our locals a big-ass platform to kind of shine on. There's a lot of people going to be at a lot of these shows I'm about to announce. The only one out so far right now on Karma Presents is the Ouija Mac from Psychopathic Records. Tickets are flying on that show, so you guys better get them right now before they're gone. All of the locals have tickets. There's a lot we're about to be announcing. I've got a huge one that'll be coming up this week. Everybody needs to keep their eyes out. I guess I could tell you guys because it's a smaller audience, but I've got Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and his 3 sons will all be coming out. That'll be May 30th at Barleycorn's. So that'll be the day after my birthday. We're about to have that one's gonna sell out quickly.
We 5 days after my birthday. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, May 29th.
Dude, we're gonna have to. Mine's May 25th.
Yep. Hey, the 26th. That's another one I haven't announced yet. Look at this working out. This is beautiful.
We're gonna have a long ass birthday party.
Yes. Oh yes. May 26th at Barcode. I've got my homie Zeus Rebel Waters from St. Louis coming out. He's been working with Jelly Rolls producers out in Nashville. Very, very talented guy. He's done hip hop for a lot of his career. He's been switching over. He's got a full band with him now. Working with Jelly Rolls producers. He's got a hip hop country vibe to him now that he's been expanding on. Dude is just a hell of a performer. I met him out in Salt Lake City when I was running a festival out there for Stoner Jordan, and the man just impressed the hell out of me. I mean, I was tore up that night, so it was kind of impressive. And then the next day I saw him again, and I was completely sober, and he did it to me again. So I was like, man, this guy's a hell of a performer. We've got to bring him out. So we're going to be working with him. The guy is just amazing. That'll be my birthday show. So Kevin, I definitely need you there, especially if your birthday is happening.
I'll pop out a cake for you.
Happy
birthday.
I need the nipple tassels.
you.
I need the tassels.
I'll get them. You got to remember my costume, or I might already have them.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, those are the 3 I can talk about right now. The summer's about to really pick up, though. Once these 3 keep going, I've got a list of things that we're going to be working on, trying to get us into a all-ages venue that's a little bit bigger than where I'm at, because if I can get there, I've got a lot bigger shows I can start bringing our way. So,
Well, you know, like I said, we'll maybe get a chance to look at that one we talked about. We won't talk about it now, but
right.
we have some other stuff in town. You just got to understand where they're at and who they are.
Facts.
So we'll talk more afterwards, and I'll just give you
Awesome.
all I can do is point you the right way, and then after that, you just start
Oh, yeah.
throwing stuff at them and see what comes out.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Definitely. Thank you.
You're also an entertainer. Tell us a little bit about that part.
Oh, man. I started writing music when I was...
Because I pretty much met you kind of as an entertainer, but you
Yep.
were also doing the show. So
Right. I've always kind of done both. I've been a rapper technically for almost 20 years now. I started writing music when I was 16 and locked up, and actually started taking it serious when I was about 19 after I had 2 kids. Started out early on that one, and I just kind of started out promoting doing my own shows back then, because there wasn't a huge scene back then for a lot of the hip hop and underground music that was around. So I honestly started throwing my own shows for a long time until I got noticed, and the next thing I know, I started opening up for every legend that I could possibly imagine. I've opened up for Tech Nine. I've opened up for Lazy Bone and at a strip club one time. I've opened up for ICP. I've opened up for Twisted, Head PE, Potluck. Got to tour with Liquid Assassin. I mean, I've performed in over 30 states. I've got to go overseas and tour the UK. We've done just some amazing things. Some stuff that my ass from Kansas should have never done, but I got to do it, man, and I feel really privileged being able to, because I've got to work with everybody that I've ever grew up listening
Switch
to.
seats,
oh,
musical chairs.
Oh,
Pop over
oh,
there.
it's- it's just after that walk yesterday, everything hurts.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, we're glad I did that. St. Patty's Day parade, and oh yeah, I got oil on the front of my shirt too. Oh wow! And it's called a burrito and it drips.
Yep, I know how that goes.
I know. If I was skinny, I would have cleaner clothes. But
Hey, speaking of burrito drips, all of these shows that I just talked about, I've got my homie Papa C coming out. He'll be doing all kinds of stuff at his food trucks. I told him kind of bring something different each show. So we're going to have catering at each of these shows that you guys make sure you come hungry. I'm trying to cover everything. We'll have live painting. We'll have food. We'll have drinks. I'm sure there'll be people smoking and doing their thing. It's just, it's a party out there.
well, because I'm trying to remember the first show I met. What was it, Stoner Jordan, or was it before that? I think we
It may have
met
been.
before that, but I think
Yeah, I think that was the first time we actually interacted as
Right.
far as you coming
And,
out to a show. Yeah, that
yeah.
was I had booked my
And-
own tour in 2020, and Stoner was out on tour, and I brought us both together one
That's-
night. So yeah, that was a hell of a show,
yeah,
actually.
he's quite the character too.
Sure is. I love that guy. We've he and I have been on probably 4 or 5 different tours now. I can't count the time. We've done so many miles together. Great dude. He is himself. I will give him that one. But awesome dude. He's helped me a lot over the years with a lot of different, just a variety of things when it comes to the merchandising, when it comes to just educating me on a few things I didn't know about once we got out on the road, and then it just became second nature. So I'll give him his props on that one. Good dude. Good dude.
Yeah, see, it's just kind of goes into what we were talking about. You just to do what you're doing, you just got to get out there and do it. And
do it, network.
And it doesnn matter what level. You can do it locally, you can do it regionally, you can do it nationally, you can do it worldly. I've been 3 of the 4. I've toured the world, but it was because of military. But I've toured the United States, I've toured regionally and everything else for other stuff I've done. So you just got to get out there and do it.
That's a fact. You can't, especially as a musician, you can't be intimidated by the fact that you're working with bigger artists or people that you've looked up to, because just like anything, we're all humans. And the more you realize that, and the more you walk up to these people and actually interact and are a real human being, the more they take you seriously. The more you fanboy out, you're going to get blown off. But if you can actually be a real person, have a real conversation with these guys, it's amazing what some of them do, because a lot of people are really
most of them get tired of this. What influenced this last album? I love your music.
Facts.
Talk about their dog, their kids,
Facts.
their cat. They're okay. They're growing tomatoes and they can't figure out how to get them to bloom right and stuff like that. That's what they want, believe it or not, because I've been around it a lot. And there was, I can't think of his name, but he was the 6th Jason from the Jason series. And he came up to me one day and we were just sitting there. And this dude's like, gosh, just under 7 foot tall. And I'm not small. No. And he was like, you know what? That's where I learned. He says, it doesn't matter if you perform singing in your shower, maybe just sing for your family. You get out in town and sing, or national and stuff like that. You're all the same. Yep. You're the same level. Just because this guy's got blah, blah, blah records and stuff like this and labels, and you just starting off and coming out of your garage and doing the open mic, you're still, same level. I mean, to an extent, obviously experience helps. But just because one guy's got all this doesn't mean those other people that haven't gotten all the fame. I hear that too many times where, well, who are you? So, it's like, well, I have my little following, but I don't, that's what I want. If you want to make it big and that's all you strive for, you're going to be really disappointed. If it's going to happen, just let it happen. And you got to be legit.
That's a fact. The more genuine you are about everything you do in life, the further it gets. And that's not even just art and music. That's just being a human being. You just got to be you and be yourself. I mean, people respect you a lot more doing it that way. So it was kind of like touring. My very first tour I ever went on, I got to go on tour with Insane Poetry and Liquid Assassin. Insane Poetry has been around since the late 80s. Just, he's a legend. And he's always done horrorcore music, kind of like ICP. What everybody doesn't know about that man is he's ghostwritten 2 platinum albums for Vanilla Ice. You would never, ever, ever guess it listening to him, because he's a gangster ass black dude, and Vanilla Ice is Vanilla Ice.
Ice, baby.
Exactly. So some of these people, when you get out here and realize some of the things that are actually on their credential list, it's insane. And a lot of that stuff is really kind of cool to find out, man. And you don't find it out unless, like I said, you just go be a real person, get to know these people.
Well, Jonna, so far she's the only one guessing. You're within 500. That's all I can tell you. You can't go over the number, but we never really tell them how close they are to the number.
Nice.
Santi, if you're on there, I don't know if she came on. If you want a, get this so it's not so glary. There we go. Josh, original Leonardo here that he did.
Santi has got the
yeah, she might have the other ones.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, so there you go. You got a matching piece if you get this one. 1 through 500. The more people. Reason we do this because the more you get, the algorithms pick up. There's live also on YouTube, but I don't think it picks up on this part. Yeah. You can't. Can you interact with this too? Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember you had those 2 pages going, and for some reason they can't interact from one from the other.
That was
something.
My page.
Yeah. So they don't interact between the pages, but you can interact between the different services.
That's kind of different.
Yeah,
That's a cluster.
That's Facebook for you. But all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So let's see if I can remember how to do this. See what he's up to. It says remove.
No. Just on the screen.
I'm on the
Up,
screen.
No. Up on the broadcast screen.
This
Drag
one?
It. Yep. Now take the little one, drag it, move it to the big one.
So I need to drag this one.
No. Up there. Now go to the little one.
I just went to the little one.
That little guy.
Oh, right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Drag it over. You're hired.
Bam.
Okay. Well, he kept saying little. I'm on the little one.
You're not on the little one. You're on the big one.
Looks like he's drawing one of those Mandalorian. What are those guys called?
Mandalorians.
Yeah, so kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I know
Little
it's
bit.
not, but
A little bit.
mhm.
Almost got an Iron Man vibe to it right now.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh yeah.
Well, you
I
can
don't know
see
what
the
I'm
screen.
gonna
We're
do.
not showing.
No.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the arm down here. I haven't kind of messed that up and haven't figured it out yet. Before we switch, I guess I'll have to.
Or I can do it.
Let you see what you want to do with the arm. I want to get the background done. Kind of doing the same background but different colors than I did on the Leo.
Mm.
Got our
Boy, she's really trying, isn't she?
She's the only one, so certainly she'll get it right. Santi usually, I remember that one time she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I noticed Stephanie hasn't been on here. Oh, Stephanie just came on. Here I was
That's
talking about
hilarious.
Hey there. I was going, Stephanie hasn't been on here. The moment I said it, you popped on. That is scary.
That's awesome.
Here's what the prize is today. I guess I need to show the other screen now that I know how to do it. I've been at this for almost 3 years and never knew how to do that part. There we go. So Leonardo. Between 1 and 5 billion. I mean 500. You ready for me to switch with
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna let you see what you're doing.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe like a hockey stick or something in here, but that was the original thought. I originally had the hand right here, but I don't think.
Oh, I see what you're doing with the hand.
I don't think that's gonna work as the hand right there.
Size.
Well, that's your shoulder, so.
Little tiny raccoon hands.
Tiny hands, the guy from
Scary movie.
the scary movie. Yeah.
The strong hand.
Or like in Deadpool when he got it cut off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, it's gonna feel humongous.
We got the baby legs.
Oh,
That's great.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man.
So did we talk about the bar? I had to go get the paints. I left the paints in the car from Friday. I was like, shit.
You know, I kind of did, but we got some new people in here, and they might appreciate hearing all that. I've
Yeah.
already announced it'll be April 17th. I have Ouija Mac from Psychopathic Records coming to Barleycorns. Great people. We'll have the food truck there that day. Come hungry. Everything will be set up. The ones I haven't announced yet, May 26th at Barcode. It'll be my birthday show, and I've got my boy Zeus Rebel Waters coming down from St. Louis. He's been working with Jelly Rolls producers in Nashville. Amazing guy.
Yeah.
He's been doing hip hop for years, and he's got a full band with him now. He's it's a little cross culture. I'm not gonna call it the hip hop style, but it's definitely more country influence now. The dude is a hell of a performer. Kind of reminds me of a Stevie Stone style voice.
Yeah.
Just a real deep, can sing his ass off. Just amazing performer. What I inked in the book last night's the one that just makes me happy as hell. Like, honestly, I've been listening to this man since I think 93. I think 93 is when their first album that blew up dropped. But I booked Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I also booked his 3 sons to come out too. So we're gonna have a family reunion that night. That'll be May 30th at Barleycorns. All of these shows will have Papa C's barbecue out there with the food truck. Just come hungry. These shows are gonna sell out. Some of these names that I'm bringing out, you're never gonna see these guys in a small, intimate venue like Barleycorns. A lot of them. Busy Bone, I was amazed I got that offer. Just as small a venue as it was, I could not believe they said yes. So that's going to sell out. Make sure you guys get your tickets ASAP once I announce, because they're not going to be there long.
I love the small, intimate venues more than, I mean, back in the day, I loved going to the big venues. Sorry, it's spitting coffee, but now it's like, way too many people. I'm good. You know, I mean, you got a network, but I'm like,
That's a fact.
I got my limit.
Exactly. And when it comes to the bigger shows, man, I'm so used to performing now. It's kind of like suiting up and going to the wrong game.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, there's something going on there. So it's one of those things. But yeah, we've got Karma Presents is about to drop a lot of things. So make sure you go follow the page on Facebook. That's exactly what it is. Karma Presents.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of announcements coming up.
I'm pretty sure I got it in the description.
Thank you.
But it's definitely, it's floating down here. Karma Presents, easy to spell.
Yep.
Beautiful. But
Yep. And then I've also been working on a clothing line lately that I haven't even announced yet, called Karma Creations.
Yeah.
I've got an artist that I've been working with that's just amazing. He hand draws everything. It's all pen and ink. I'm starting to get into some colored works that he's done lately that are a lot of watercolors. And some of this stuff is just ridiculous. I can't wait to announce some of this. But similar to how the Black Craft Clothing Company is set up and things like that, I've got similar kind of structure setting up right now. I've got the website being built. I've got an app being built. I've got sponsorships that I've kind of set up with a few different places, a few different wrestling companies. There's some things that I've worked on just as far as getting the name out there. Lately, I've got billboard access across the country now for ridiculous things. I couldn't believe I pulled that one either. So the promo game is about to be ridiculous on some of this. And this is stuff that you will not see anywhere else. You are not going to find this artwork on anything. I promise you guys. Get ready to be amazed by some of this, because I'm excited.
You already got one sold shirt.
Oh,
one shirt sold.
Awesome. Well, wait, there's hoodies, there's blankets, there's
wait, there's more.
Yeah, no, you guys have no
clue. Pull out a Karma ShamWow, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. You guys.
Jacob Albertson. Good talk to you. Miss you, Karma.
Hey, bro, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Yep. And yes, Busy Bone. No shh. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Like I said, his 3 sons will also be there doing individual sets. So it's kind of cool having the second generation of Bone Thugs coming in. Yeah. Those kids are actually pretty damn talented. I went to listen to them last night. AC Killer, especially. That kid, he is very similar to his father. He's not quite as fast of a rapper, but Lord, he's a hell of a performer. It's looking
some of it can get too fast. I mean, the fact, the fastest rapper, I'm like, but I mean,
right.
Like, okay, you can lose so much.
Right.
I mean, like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
You don't have to be fast.
It's definitely a niche genre.
Yeah.
You got the guys that do kill it. You got to look at Tech 9.
And Twisted,
like
Mac.
I mean, Bone Thugs, the originators. I mean, them and Twista both. Like, that's where it all came from, honestly. But I don't know. I love that shit. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, is it not Mac Miller, but Mac Lethal? Yeah, with his alphabet.
Dude, the pancakes.
I mean,
that guy, he is so original, though.
Yeah,
like, I got to give it to him. But like you said, some of that, he's just moving.
It's like, but dude, I mean, I like all of his other stuff, but the fast rap's just like, okay, now you're just showing off. Come on.
The alphabet insanity and things like that.
But I liked one of the first things that I got onto him was when he was like, I think it was like right when the iPad came out or something, and has the thing and he can make the beats.
Yeah.
He was making the beats with boom, 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 with whatever. And I was like, the guitar, he broke the guitar out. I was like, yes. And it was good.
That's beautiful.
It was good.
That's beautiful. Oh, man.
Nobody's guessing. Nobody's came close.
Oh, Jacob, you need to get up here for some of these shows, bro. I could use your help. Not going to lie.
Well, we got 1 through 500. You win this little 8x10 canvas. This is something I did probably in 2021 is what I'm guessing. And like I said, if you watched last week's show, we did Leo. We painted another Leo. It's already spoken for, due to be delivered after the show tonight. So
Nice.
I figured in honor of that, let's get rid of this little Leo. I've been holding on, carrying around,
Hell yeah.
trying to pedal.
That's
I
awesome.
said Santia got the mic. I only did Leo and Mike because those are my two favorite. If those would have sold right out of the gate,
Yep.
I would have done Donatello and Raph, but
Right.
carried it on. But they didn't, so I'm like, okay, well,
Yep.
I guess nobody's into Ninja Turtles no more,
I feel that.
And then I decided to paint that one. Didn't even know there was a movie, and so I was like, see, and
That's awesome.
so it kind of works out.
That's the series that's never going to die because it was just so amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the next generation of like a Scooby Doo that will carry on.
And like I
on
said,
and on.
One of the
Just
creators,
really
Kevin
well.
Eastman's going to be at Planet Comic Con this
That's
weekend.
awesome. That's
Yep.
really awesome.
There was what Will Shatner's going to be there.
Your boy,
Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws, and
Nice.
what was it? Planet of the Third Kind. Experiences. What was
Oh,
Richard Dreyfuss? The
you're talking about the pile of mashed potatoes.
pile of mashed potatoes. Something of the
Oh.
third kind.
Yeah.
Encounter of the Third Kind.
Encounters
Yes.
of the third
There you
kind. Yes.
Ba, ba,
Yep.
ba,
Yes.
ba,
Yes.
ba.
Very, very good movie.
Hell yeah.
But
I
there
do all my own
was.
sound effects and that.
I mean, there was a lot of people. I mean, they're not like like huge stars. I mean,
Right.
William Shatner and
Right. See, the nerd in me came out. I was looking at like.
There's not any
Kevin
huge
Nash,
relevant
Sasha
stars,
Banks,
but
and
there's
some of
some
the
huge
wrestlers.
stars in their own right in their own day.
yeah.
I mean, kind of what's happening right now.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to pull the link up on the computer, but it did not work. See if anything's changed. No. No. Big negative. Yeah, let's see what. Yeah, that works.
Nice.
Good job, Kevin. You're unfired.
And I'm not blocking it. I'm a good train monkey.
Well done.
Oh, I got on him because last time like I say, we're trying to step up the game. I mean, hence the not trying to cuss, not trying to, keep the content, not a dick and fart joke. But and then so one of the things is okay, let's not block the camera so people can see because we got time lapse recording over here, and so
Nice.
I went back in the last one. The show before I told him and he didn't do it, but I didn't tell him last show, and I'm like, oh god, it's like the kid. I got to tell the kid every time, clean your room. I gotta. So I was like, I'm just gonna put an X on them. I'm gonna paint an X on the carpet.
There you go. There you
Kevin, stand here.
go. That looks like the spot right
Yeah.
there.
But I do like how you made that work, Kevin. It's not. I didn't know. I was like,
I'm
wow.
just using a dark because he has gloves on, but I'm still probably going to go gray over the whole body.
Well, he's got the traditional. I mean, he's got several different types of outfits and
Yeah.
costumes through all the different
Well, I'm
versions.
just saying
So,
for the base level again, just to get something feel for it.
but we had
That's awesome.
when we posted Leo, we had somebody wanted Donatello, and I mean, like I said, Donatello's one of my least favorites, I guess. I mean, I like them all, but I mean, Leo and Raph were mine, or Leo and Mike.
I was gonna say I was always Raph and Mikey. Those were my two.
I was always Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was
Casey.
always when
Casey was
came
my
out, I was
favorite,
like,
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
All right, I dig that one definitely.
good guesses, good
Because you don't want to
guesses.
pick Shredder because everybody doesn't like you. Now I pick Shredder. I kind of match more like Rocksteady and Bebop nowadays. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
that one.
that
I
was-
get that one.
That was on the. I was like, man, there's not enough Bebop and Rocksteady love. I was disappointed in The Secret Ooze when they changed them to change. I mean, just totally changed the names,
Right.
and I mean, one was a wolf, but yeah, it was a wolf and a turtle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that
It
was like,
it
why
was
would
an
you
odd-
not use Bebop and Rocksteady? I was so
Right.
disappointed.
It was an odd combination, that whole movie. It was a really cool premise, but it was an odd
Yeah.
movie all the way around.
And
I agree
then
with
we're gonna
that.
throw Vanilla Ice in at the end. And I mean, I love Vanilla Ice. Don't get me wrong. I
love that in 2023 he's still performing Go Ninja, Go Ninja.
and Ice
Like,
Ice Baby.
yeah,
metal
yeah.
versions of it, whatever.
That's the one. The metal versions
Yeah.
just get me every time.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I mean, he kind of
Here, while that's some of what we're working on there.
nice.
Yeah, this little guy.
Yeah.
The way the hood is, I reversed it, and the inside you get to print too, so you've got
Ooh,
little,
I don't know if the audience
you got little
like
devils
see it
whispering in your ears. Like, oh my bad. Design
Getting a
those.
sneak preview here. Y'all can't see it yet. Right?
Oh no, no. All of this.
When's it due to drop?
Hoping by midsummer.
You said you're working on the website now.
Yep, stacking up art right now. I've got my homie Tito out here working on the website and the app for us. So trying to get a little ahead on artwork. That way I can kind of have a variety of products, not just necessarily 2 or 3 art pieces.
Yeah.
So right now I'm about 4 or 5 art pieces away, and then I'll be able to launch and continue building from there.
Yeah.
So it's going to come hard. Some of
Nice.
this stuff is just ridiculous.
You said Karma Creates. So watch
Karma
for that.
Creations. Yep.
Karma Creations.
Yep, Karma Creations, 2Ks.
Numbers. Doesn't look like anybody's got the number yet.
No, getting closer. Somebody maybe.
I don't think we've even
I saw someone.
close, but
We're in the ballpark.
I
in
didn't
the
see
ballpark.
anybody go under, but she may have gone under because she was headed that direction.
we've limited it. I guess both the people guessing are she. So
Stephanie, I feel like I'm a walking dick and fart joke. these days.
yeah.
I relate.
Yeah. So before we get, I mean, we're already to the end, but we should have probably done this at first. But huge shout out to Talking Beard Network. We're broadcasting on them since 2021, and they've been just another avenue for us to work with, and
Nice.
it's nice. They support the bearding competitions that me and Kevin do, and
Hell yeah.
and then Big Sexy Beard Brand. I'm an ambassador, but I mean, we get no money from all of this. This is just merely they let us broadcast on their StreamYard.
Nice.
And but like I said, I am an ambassador. I can save you some money if you use the code JRB520 at checkout. And Sexpot is my scent, and of course, I recommend that one. It's a cotton candy blueberry blend.
Every time I wear it, the women
Frolic to you.
they frolic to me. That's what I'm so fair to.
You frolicking.
Bring out your inner Tinkerbell, girls.
Yes, I've had a lot of compliments on it.
Nice. That's awesome.
What's he doing now? He just wiped out all of my stuff.
I'm putting armor on him or something.
Wow, what on earth, Kevin?
It almost looks like a knight right now. I agree with that.
Yeah.
We're going into medieval times. It was the 3rd movie.
No, he knows. I put a lot of bass down, and then we start going for that.
Oh,
That's
I
awesome.
went a little darker on the bass than I normally do.
yeah.
That's super
We'll
awesome.
figure out the skin tones later.
Oh, yeah.
I mainly wanted to get the hands and the hockey stick somewhat correct.
Still gotta finish the background there now that the arm, but we'll work on it. Got about 13 minutes. I
think the biggest thing is because we did so much Friday, we're kind of fried a little bit still.
I am always fried doing. I don't know if it's a lot of work.
Seems like the
Doing
last
2
few pieces. It sounds like
podcasts
the last
and-
2 pieces though that we did, we got a lot more done.
Trying
On this one, I think we're just kind of. We used to try to get them done in one show.
That's a bigger piece too, though.
No, we finished that one first. The very
Really?
original part of that we've redone it a little bit since then, but we actually
Yeah.
finished that one.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the Dancing Squirrel one
You know,
got done in one show.
yeah.
Nice.
I say that, I mean it.
I like the pumpkin head up there. It's cool.
Did you say that one sold the Cthulhu one?
No, my Cthulhu, the glass.
Oh,
The
the
glass
glass
bear, yeah.
one. That one was cool though. You had all those different layers. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought it was that one that sold.
Alex Aldape.
That's actually a redone of another piece.
Yeah. Speaking of Vanilla Ice, it was Marty Ray Project. He was a guest on one of our first shows. Actually, I don't know if you know who he is, but he does a lot of original music, but he also got kind of popular doing Ice Ice Baby, you know,
Okay.
acoustic version of it. Popular enough to where they became friends and performed together, and
Nice.
and
Nice.
so
That's cool.
you know,
That's really cool.
he's done a lot of different parodies. He did all my for heathens. He did a parody of that. All my friends are bearded, because I mean he's got a big beard, and I don't think he's so much into the bearding community anymore. I think he kind of plays up to it, and so I mean a lot of beardos talk a lot of smack to him, but a lot of beardos talk a lot of smack on everybody. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's kind of like pageant moms kind of thing, drama.
Makes sense.
It's you know, I mean it's got good
I mean,
got good intentions, but it's like my beard's better, you know.
Yep.
Get out of here, dude.
Well,
You-
Everybody knows that my beard is majestic and his is just ruggedly handsome. But yeah,
Everybody else is crap.
Yeah.
Crap.
Everybody likes the salt and pepper in mine, and everybody else just likes the fact that his still doesn't have as much gray yet.
I gotta
I know you got some there,
over somewhere. I can't see.
but not like this.
No.
You still have the long dreads, and I don't.
Long dreads. I got dreads.
Locks.
there you go.
There's a-
You can turn them into dreads. Just don't wash your hair for a while.
Yeah, unidread. Big
So did
old.
we get anybody even close? I mean,
We
I
got
see a
somebody
couple
close.
under.
We got somebody close.
I see people under. It's a battle.
But yeah, keep guessing.
So do
keep
we need to
guessing.
have Jonna and Stephanie have a dance off now, since they're so close?
Eric Powers? Good guess, but way over 1 through 500. Get.
Dang, Eric.
I know you'll appreciate this one, Leonardo, my man. Leonardo, the leader. 10.
That's awesome.
That's an original piece. Not we're giving an original piece away today. Not even a print.
That's awesome.
You know, we need to do for Eric Powers and all those other guys. What's his name? Tavo and all those guys that do anime. We should try and attempt to do our version of an anime and see what happens.
There you go. Hey, while you're in here, Coach Powers might be on a couple of the shows I just announced.
Ooh.
Just
Ooh.
maybe.
Yeah. What the For the Birds was on the Ouija, right?
They're actually going to be on pretty much everything I have coming up. They're
Yeah.
one of the bands that I'm really supporting right now.
Yeah,
No
they're
matter
really-
what genre I'm bringing through, I've got Thane on.
Yeah.
I took Thane on that tour that I set up.
So-
Yeah,
in
out
2020.
of we got some really
Yeah.
hot
Was
bands that do that style.
Yeah, I did that
but
flyer. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the 2020 tour. So I ended up taking him out for his
With
very
Eric
first tour.
and
No,
Moz?
No, that was actually me, him, a friend
Okay,
of
no.
mine named Chilzo from St. Louis.
Okay, no,
and
I didn't
brought
know.
out my boy
Yeah.
Schwim from Topeka also. That was kind of where you and I met when Stoner and I we brought our tours together.
Because I know we met prior to that, but
Yeah,
it was the
we-
first show, I think.
Yep, yeah, I think that's the first time you came and sat up shop. And I know that's the night my stepdad bought the art from me. So,
Like
yeah.
a couple pieces from it. I think that
Yep. Yep.
1 through 500. Keep guessing. Guess more than
But
once.
yeah, talking about For the Birds, they're definitely that kind of music around here. I think they're top notch. We got another really good up and coming band on that. They're not really up and coming. It's just that they're finally headed in the direction they want to head.
Nice.
They're getting really tight too. And that's Diabolical Orange Monkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. More good people.
Yep.
More good people. Definitely, I've known DV a long time.
But I really like what For the Birds did and the way they went about doing it, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, they're really doing great. I've loved what Thane has kind of grown into since he started messing with the band and everything too. That kid, he's always been really lyrical, but he's stepped his game up a lot since then. He's taken
Yeah.
everything a little
He's
more
been really
seriously.
pushing your tickets too. I know.
Yeah,
Well-
he's been killing it. That's why those
8 by
guys
10
are-
original of Leonardo. No, go ahead. You can.
Oh no. I was just saying, yeah, they really have been killing ticket sales. That's why I'm willing to push them on everything. I mean, those guys are just good. They bring nothing but good vibes to a lot of these shows. I enjoy working with those kids. Not that they're
7
kids.
minutes.
but-
I gotta admit that's where it's tough for me being in a punk band. We don't push nothing. We just show up. I mean, we still push it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But when it comes to the ticket sales, it's awkward because it's
Right.
not that. It's not that kind of.
Yeah. Not,
So
see,
it's a whole different. The genre's different. But I don't know. The punks just don't push the ticket
Right.
sales per se.
right.
Because I'm like, if I'm up on stage, you pull up with your car with your headlights. That's enough for me.
Right.
You know?
Right. See, I love that style too. Don't get me wrong. It's just going from investing $500 in a show to investing $5,000 into a show is just, it's a whole nother ballpark of working with people. That's
I
where-
know that.
That's where, that's where I've loved working with a lot of these guys. Kush has been doing great. I mean, there's a few of the locals that have they've been pushing because they know that they can do it. And the way I've got everything set up, everyone's making money. So everyone has been really happy lately.
Hot chicken.
Who's that? WB
It's William C. Butterworth.
Butterworth.
Oh, yeah, it looks like I'm wearing a tutu. Yeah, I'm wearing Renaissance gear, and I'm supposed to have a belt and some armor and stuff on, but still want to sing that song. There's 3 songs that we sing, and I have fun with it.
Tried that yet?
Nah, I'm not much a Dr. Pepper drinker.
I'm normally not huge, but I had to try this, and it's pretty spectacular. I'll give it that.
Oh, Kenny came on from Diabolical Orange Monkey. I
Nice.
didn't even see you, bro.
Kenny.
Talking about you, and that's funny how that is.
I mean, I like the old version, but the new version just blows that old version away, man. I'll tell you that right now.
And speaking of Kenny, he's going to be DJing for the Ouija Max show.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm hollering at you about for the May 30th. I'll hit you up when we're done, brother.
We'll just have to make all those May ones, just you and just all of May birthday for both of us.
I'm down. I'm definitely down. That May 26th, we can definitely market as the birthday shows because that was the game plan.
I'm thinking the Memorial Day weekend's the 30th, that one, or 29th,
Nope,
something like
29th, it's on my birthday this
Yeah.
year. It's Memorial Day.
that.
I
Yeah.
think we had a barcode something, a music release thing on like the 27th.
Yep. See,
Probably.
that weekend is Memorial Weekend, I do believe, and then it's Memorial Day should be on my birthday this year.
Okay, Thomas Bean said D-O-M. Oh, Diabolical. No, yep. Okay, I get it now. It's a little slow, but I got it. Appreciate. Yeah, Diabolical, man, they've been inviting like 3 of us. So it's like every time they play, they invite one of us others to do artwork at their show.
Nice.
So it's been like we've been rotating. And it's like, oh, now if we show up together, we all start painting together anyway. Because I did that. They invited Josh, and I was already there because I was doing something else. And he started painting, but he had like I just don't really know what to do. And I said, dude, I got something in my head. I got to get out. And it was some weird, I don't know what it was, creature from something that lives underground. But what the whole point was carrying a can that said chode on it. You know, don't be a chode, drink at the barcode. So I put a can of beer that said chode on it. And then the one I did for myself, I did my own version of the Diabolical Orange Monkey. And he was just standing there, but he was I guess today's word binary, but it was sexless. I'm standing there. Wait, that monkey's standing there just like that. So I put big. So I think that caused me not to get any sales for it because there's a wang on it.
Oh, no.
And I honestly think the Diabolical Order of Monkey guys need to buy that from me and put it on a patch. The reason I said a patch because you can make it smaller and people won't notice as much if they have a bunch of patches.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Buttersworth, we got the same birthday. Very nice.
Got you all beat. I'm hitting 59 here soon.
Yeah, I'm 37 this year.
Dude, Thomas, you're the original. What are you talking about? Oh, so maybe I should just make my own Orange Diabolical t-shirts and but I'll change it just enough like they do in some of those foreign markets. The Orange Diabolical Monkey, but it'll be spelled wrong.
I was going to say like
Orange Diabolical Mickey
right?
or Mikey or something.
Be like on that 70s Tad Nugent show.
Well, we used to, because back here, back in the 80s, used to have this Boss gear. And I was in Korea. You could buy the exact same looking stuff, but it said Moss on it. M-O-S-S. I had a shirt like that. I bought it for like $5. You're damn right I'm going to wear it.
That's awesome.
I was just going to say, oh, you're going to let me do it. I just got permission. Yes.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was just, I was just messing around. I go, what should I do here? What should I do? The thing is, it would transfer over easy because I put it on a white background. So I may be
Very
sending
nice.
something to you at your job there to digitize it better, and we'll get it put on some T-shirts.
That's awesome.
I'll just leave it blank with a blank section in there so the Diabolical Orcs Monkey guys can actually write their own stuff in it. So that way, oh, I didn't do it for you guys. I did it for me. No, if I did do it, I would make sure you guys got percentage or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless you want to buy it outright, and then that's a different contract.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
where are we at on everything?
It's probably about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, see what we got going here.
I think that there was one number that was within 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was it.
I seen a couple people under it by like 7 and then 12. Let me go look. Last second to get numbers guessed. No one's guessed the right number yet. Okay, there's that one. That's under.
There was one.
That one's under. That one's under 7 right there.
There was one a little closer.
Yeah,
One within 2.
Yep.
I didn't see any.
I think it's up a little more.
That one.
It's been a little while since that one came in.
Uh,
There it goes. There it is. That
Okay.
there.
So we're going to declare the winner now. Let me see if anybody else guessed last seconds here. No one did. Okay, so now I got to go find the number again. Whoops. I know I'm close. There it is. So here's today's winner for the Leonardo. Of course she is. She was the only one guessing for like the first 45 minutes of the show.
I think she's going to have the probably largest collection of our artwork.
That's cool.
Because then who won the clown one?
The clown one.
I thought the Bozo one was. What one did we give out last week? I thought we did the Bozo one here.
That's cool. I like that.
I think she got.
I like.
No, we did the print of my rockabilly singer that I did it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because I guess we're out of mine, aren't we? I need to bring some
I
more.
think there was a couple more, but just switch
Mhm.
it up.
Okay.
You want to play musical chairs again?
Yep.
I'll just say.
You can stay there. Okay. But
Kevin likes that chair better.
I believe they're about the same.
It's just noisier.
Yeah.
Just noisier.
I'm going to bring in my own lazy boy.
Yeah.
We should just have like 3 lazy boys.
I
Sit
miss this
back.
one. Sam
Make
Means.
sure they have
Do it.
little drink things in here.
Thanks for tuning in, Sam Means, Kenny, everybody. But yeah. So
Yeah, Mr.
recap.
Where'd he go? Kenny there? I'll give you a shout, man. I'll show you the picture and see if you guys are interested in it. But,
Absolutely no shame in that. Thank you. You rock.
Yeah. No kidding. You're the one that keeps our algorithm rocking too, though. So that really helps. Yeah, to
420.
recap, I'm going to be at Planet Comic-Con performing with the Flint Hills Fairies
Next weekend.
next weekend, and then somewhere in Oklahoma. I keep saying it wrong. Guthrie.
Guthrie.
I kept saying Guernsey, but that's actually Wyoming. I'm like, so I've been sending everybody to Wyoming for some reason.
We'll have Andres filling in for you. So
I have no one for next week.
yeah, if you want to hop on, we'll find
There you are,
somebody.
Kenny.
for
Why
us.
don't you hop on the show next week?
Diabolic Orange Monkey next Sunday on Art Assault.
They got like 8 people in their band, so it's going to get crowded in here. It's not quite that many, but it's a pretty full band,
Yeah, it is.
especially when you put the DJ in there and like 2 guitars.
Yep.
And
They
the
fill up.
following Sunday, we got IC coming in from For the Birds.
Nice.
He's gonna be
Good
plugging
guy.
his Elevate, which that's kind of it's inspired
Yeah, I know.
the Barleycorn.
Next Sunday I'll be on the road, so I'll probably check in there. The Sunday after that, I'm not 100% sure, but we're just going to plan on me being on the road, so I'll check in from there then.
Hell yeah.
And
So
then-
when was Ouija?
First one will be April 17th at
April
Barleycorns.
17th.
That's Ouija Mac. Next up will be May 26th at Barcode. That's Zeus Rebel Waters and his band. May 30th, Kenny. It will be what did I say? Oh, I said Busy Bone of
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony and his 3 sons. Definitely need you for that one, Kenny. I'll hit you up when we're done. And then I have another one I can't announce quite yet, but that will be June 9th, and we'll be at Barleycorns.
Kids in there dying.
So
Just like
keep
Just
an
like
eye
me.
out. Hell yeah. But guys, keep an eye out. Go follow the Karma Presents page. Make sure you guys give it a share. There's going to be a lot coming up this summer that you guys aren't going to want to miss.
Like I said, you haven't got artwork and events for anything but the Ouija right now, right?
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
I'll be
hiring in,
definitely.
right? Yeah,
Definitely.
he'll have it done tomorrow if you want. I mean, that's how fast. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but he'll have it done really fast.
Hell yeah. I was going to say Stoner actually does a lot of my graphics for me, but I will keep that in mind because it's good to know, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, he's another guy.
Especially around here locally because we're here and we get it out for you too.
Yep. No,
and I'll go hang stuff around town for you. I have no problem with it.
Hell yeah. Keep an eye out for the billboards too, by the way. They're going to be popping up. Last one was at Kellogg and Rock right there at the exit facing eastbound. So definitely keep an eye out. We're going to be popping up all over the city.
Yeah. And our next 3 outings or 2 outings now at this point. Like I said, Kevin's got the Comic-Con next week. I got March 25th at Barcode doing a reggae night, doing a little live painting there. Of course, every Saturday we got For Music Lovers Only. Every Sunday you got us here at Art Assault and Elevation.
Is that one actually the 31st? That one is the 31st.
Yeah, 31st,
right?
the last day of the month.
That's why we're getting
the finalist of finalist Fridays. There could be no more. It's finality.
It's one of those months where everybody gets one extra paycheck.
So definitely come by.
We got our last one like the 3rd or 4th, and then we're gonna get our. It's just anybody that has that kind of schedule.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's like, dang, I'm gonna have 3 paychecks this month.
That's
doesn't mean my bills will be any further ahead.
Got a good start on Mr. Casey Jones here. Like I said, I like it. I like it. Kevin saved the day with the arm and the hockey stick.
I had to figure the whole perspective out, so I think I don't got it quite right, but I think once we start adding colors and adding all the extra, it'll look better.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Hell yeah.
Because we still got to put that little golf bag thing on his back with all those other things sticking
like I say,
out.
He's got several different costumes. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
No, I said we have to.
Okay, Kevin says we have to, so we have to. All right. We're like 6 minutes over. Normally we're like, done and done.
No, because he's got some good stuff going on,
Yeah.
man. I really enjoy this. Plus, I know he's going to ask us to come paint a couple of those shows.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
He told me, any show, you don't even need to ask Kevin, just show up. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make all of them because our fairy stuff started taking off a little bit. I mean, literally, we got at least a dozen shows between now and next Christmas.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And that's not counting our Christmas shows.
Well, when you guys are
of course,
free.
Last Christmas I had the best Christmas show ever.
Yes, you did.
Where I was at Lizzie's.
Yeah.
That was the greatest Santa Spalding ever.
Oh, I had Mess Fest, so I was like, damn it.
And when they all said they're going to give me a lap dance, I was like, yeah, I'm going to die.
Yeah. Keel over is a heart attack. Okay, on that note,
thank you.
We're going to get off here. Have a good night. Tune in next week.
Because